Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another WWE Reddit video. This is the series where you can submit your photos, videos, memes, questions, or anything related to the world of professional wrestling over on the SummerSlam videos Reddit page. So if you'd like to be featured in the next WWE Reddit video, make sure that you check out the Reddit page. There's a link in the description for you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications. If you're a wrestling fan, I know that you're going to fall in love with this YouTube channel because we always upload daily wrestling content. And as always, don't forget that if you do want more than just the daily wrestling content that we upload here, to come check out the patreon.com/SantiZap, where you're going to get so much more extra content that we don't upload here, like the Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, and so much more. Link in the description, link in the pinned comment. Let's start the video. Why was John Cena laying down on a ladder, and why did he do a coup de grace? Oh my God, AJ Francis, you sicko. Oh my God. Yeah, so this happened at Slammiversary, and this is one of the gnarliest ladder bumps that I've ever seen in my life. I genuinely have no idea how this man didn't explode his ball sack and or snap his femur in like 3 places. What a beast. And he's fine. And he's fine, dude. Man, this show was great overall, by the way. Slammiversary was a treat. This ladder match was fantastic. And this right here, this was the spot that stole the show. Now, this is peak. What are we calling it? Oh, this is that indie wrestler that uses the pogo stick. Yeah. All right, that was solid. Look at that. Look at that. Hang time, brother. Woo! Now that is a thing of beauty. That is gorgeous. Not gonna lie, the chokeslam was kind of nasty. Dude, he laid that in. He laid that in. Okay. All right, Jelly. I see you, Mr. Roll. I get it. I know. It's going to be a fun match at SummerSlam. I still don't think that it needed 3 main eventers, but I know it's going to be fun nonetheless. But yes, I would also agree that that was a nasty chokeslam. Poor Jimmy watches his brother and cousin in the biggest SummerSlam ever. I mean, this has basically been Jimmy for the past like year and a bit. And you could basically add Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa to the picture there as well. They're doing way more than Jimmy Uso. I don't really know like how you go about even like fixing this. Like, can you even really get Jimmy to that level as these other guys? I don't know. I mean, look, if you could get Jey Uso to the point where he got winning a Royal Rumble, being a SummerSlam and a WrestleMania headliner, I think it's possible with Jimmy. I think he's a better mic worker and a better in-ring performer. I think Jay's just right place, right time. How do you go from this to this? Oh yeah, dude, like the difference in graphic work for Evolution versus what they're doing for SummerSlam. Like, look at what they're doing for SummerSlam. What is this? This is terrible. Absolutely awful. I genuinely, I think my thumbnail artist for my YouTube channel can do a better job than these graphics that they've done for SummerSlam. Bro has more jobs than Johnny Sins. Now, if you don't know who Johnny Sins is, I will not be explaining that to you. You know, you figure it out. But dude, yes, AJ Styles is all over the place. This has been a little bit of a renaissance for AJ Styles, honestly. Like, I love the fact that they've decided to lean into comedy here because it's something that they really haven't tried with AJ Styles as of yet in the WWE. And when you're at this point in your career and nothing can really derail your career, you can kind of experiment with new things, and having a comedy dancing partner like a Dominic Mysterio really does allow for AJ Styles to try something new. And honestly, it's working. This has been my favorite bit on Monday Night Raw over the last couple of weeks, and it's now like the reason why I'm so happy that they decided to cancel the Night of Champions match, because that had no storyline going into it. At least with this, we have something that is being generally like widely beloved by wrestling fans in this story of AJ Styles stalking Dominic Mysterio. It's been great. In the end, what will be the point of El Grande? I mean, I guess you're asking a pretty fair question. I don't know. I don't know what the point of El Grande will be, what the big payoff will be. Maybe there won't be any. Maybe this will just be a fun comedic way to give wrestlers that don't get TV time more TV time, like they're doing with allegedly Ludwig Kaiser. I thought the payoff was always going to be, you know, Rey Mysterio unmasking El Grande Americano at a Mexico show or at a AAA show, Worlds Collide, whatever it might be, or at WrestleMania when it was scheduled to happen. But with the injury to Rey, I think it really derailed what they're planning on doing with El Grande Americano. I don't think that you're going to see the payoff of El Grande until Rey Mysterio actually comes back from this knee injury. Roman Yeating was not on my 2025. Oh my God. God. What happened to my tribal chief? That is not my tribal chief. Listen, it's when they're off the air. It's not a big deal, but they never, please, never have Roman Reigns do this on TV. Ever, please, ever. That POS came from Drew's heart.
Jet and
Just a 6-minute run in at WrestleMania and screw up our damn main event. Travis Scott.
Which happened, by the way.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, so like, you know, I'm a little bit sick of the outsiders, Mike.
Logan. So yeah, I watched this episode of Impulsive, and man, it that felt visceral. Like it really felt like Drew McIntyre truly meant it. And fair enough, brother. The Travis Scott ruined the main event of WrestleMania 41. I firmly believe that. I think he ruined it to the point that I don't think WWE wants to work with him again. Everything that I'm seeing is showing that Travis Scott and WWE are done, that he won't be continuing this storyline, and I think it's just so ridiculous that WWE didn't have the foresight to realize that this was going to be universally hated, and now we have a guy in Travis Scott running around that's not going to pay off one of the biggest storylines and swerves and storyline decisions in the history of the WWE. Now he's forever involved in the John Cena heel turn and John Cena winning 17, and they're not even going to pay it off, which honestly, I guess I'm fine with, because I don't want to see Travis Scott return, but it begs the question, why involve him in the first place?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh!
Lil Dwayne went to the...
That's when that happens. That's...
Oh, she is not landing on her feet.
She did not land on her. God damn it. That was a sneak peek of this week's Wrestling is Cool Match Club, available exclusively on patreon.com/SantiZap. This week, we're going to be looking at Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega in an unsanctioned match in AEW back in 2019. The Rock versus Triple H versus Kurt Angle for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam 2000. We're going to be looking at an absolutely insane backyard wrestling match with one of the craziest spots that I've ever seen. A women's wrestling classic between Maika and Suzu Suzuki, and a banger of a match between Konosuke Takeshita versus Speedball Mike Bailey. You're gonna get all of this, plus all of the other matches that we've already covered, plus the Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, and all the other series that are exclusive over to Patreon. So go check it out. Again, it's patreon.com/SantiZap. If you're already a supporter over on Patreon, we thank you. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do as often as I do. So go check it out. Link in the description, link in the pinned comment. Let's get you back to the video. What's Triple H's biggest fumble? Okay, so Austin Theory is a huge one. The New Day in their heel turn, massive one. Karrion Kross, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, or the Wyatt Six. Okay, you've got quite a bit. Chad Gable, Otis, Ron Killings, Dakota Kai, Ludwig Kaiser. Hey, for everyone saying let Papa H cook, this is what he cooked for these people. Dijak, Carmelo Hayes. This, and of course the biggest fumble is not signing Ricky to a long-term contract. Out of individuals fumbled, I mean, I don't think that it gets much worse than what they're doing with Austin Theory, mostly because look, at the very least, the New Day, it was bad storytelling, and there was just nothing good for them to do after the Big E stuff. But the Austin Theory thing, it was right there. It was right there. A year and a bit ago, he should have pulled the trigger on it, and the pop would have been great, and we could have been talking about Austin Theory maybe being a big babyface in the WWE. But no, this bullshit of WWE and Triple H wanting to do this unnecessarily long storytelling, push this off to the point where now we're a year and a half later, Austin Theory gets injured, and now Grayson Waller's like, yeah, screw this guy. I'm not friends with him anymore. That's it. That's the payoff to like the 2-year storyline breakup angle of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory? Are you serious? Who will be the first? No wrestler born in the 90s has ever won the WWE Championship. This is interesting, right? Because when I look at AEW, they've got 3 guys born in the 90s that have been able to win their world championship. MJF, Hangman, the current champion, and Swerve Strickland, all born in the 90s, all have held their top championships. So AEW is a bit more liberal in terms of pushing their younger talent that are in their 20s to the main event scene when they feel they're ready. Meanwhile, WWE, there's been a heavy reliance on older talent. I mean, like, you can look at just currently right now, you've got a nearly 50-year-old WWE champion in John Cena, and his last major championship defense was against an also nearly 50-year-old CM Punk. And then before that, it was also against a nearly 50-year-old Randy Orton. So WWE WWE at some point at the top of the card is going to have to get younger. Luckily for them, they have the ability to, right? They've got a Braun Breaker right there. They've got Oba Femi waiting in the wings. Trick Williams is in his 30s, but there's absolutely the ability to push your 20-something-year-olds to the main event scene. You've got Tiffany Stratton. You did it with Tiffany. They figured it out with the women, but they've yet to be able to figure it out with the men. I mean, right now the biggest star in the women's division is a 20-something-year-old Rhea Ripley. The men's division, at some point, they gotta get younger here. I hate that this led to nothing. To be fair, a lot of Drew McIntyre led to nothing. Let's not forget, it's not just this. It was also the whole Bloodline Hunter thing that we all thought was gonna lead to a WrestleMania 41 match against Roman Reigns, and he didn't get that at all. Instead, he got Wepa Bing Bong Damian Priest. Yeah, I didn't ever really think it was going to lead anywhere, but they kept really harping on it. Don't forget that Drew McIntyre attacked Wade Barrett. I think was it after his failed cash-in at Money in the Bank last year, but yeah, it never went anywhere. Sheamus gave us nothing but a banger and memes last night. Yeah, my girl mocking me when it's cold. Shout out to Sheamus, man, for turning a botch into a memorable moment, because yeah, that could have been cringe. Instead, he made it into a nice little viral meme. Damn, this makes me feel bad for Rey. Yeah, I saw this. Rey Mysterio says he's close to retirement, and that he's only wrestled this long because of Dominic. And hey, you know what? We can make all of the deadbeat joke dad that you want, but he is obviously like a dad that is so supportive and is so willing to put his neck on the line for his son. You could call Dominic a nepo baby, but he's certainly earned his spot at this point. And he was given an opportunity to shine like really, really early on in his career. I'm sure probably being vouched heavily by Rey Mysterio himself. And I'm sure he's super proud of what Dominic has been able to accomplish, who has been able to get out of shadow and accomplish just a lot just on his own without having to just piggyback off of Rey Mysterio's legacy. I understand that they kind of want to get Jay on the card, but this 100% should have been on the SummerSlam match. I actually disagree with you here. I actually think that this is a WrestleMania match. I think you already know that Braun Breaker is going to be one of your pillars of the company. He's going to be one of those future Hall of Famers, multi-time Royal Rumble winners, probably multi-time WrestleMania main eventers. I think with Braun Breaker, you have nothing but time, and I would rather they pull the trigger on something like this when the lights are at the brightest at WrestleMania. Who has the better spear? Okay, so you have Edge, who has a terrible spear, and Jey Uso, who also has a not so great spear. Listen, the Edge's spear is the single worst spear in company history. Like I think it's he just does a little light hug and then they fall back. But at least Jey, it's got a little bit of like oomph behind it. I'm gonna go with Jey Uso's being better. Who has the better mullet? Dominic Mysterio. Ooh, listen, the answer is Dominic, but like, come on, look at this thing. Look at this greasy, beautiful thing on Eddie's head. But dude, Dominic's is where it's at. Who is hyped for this match? Honestly, no memes aside, this isn't that far off from the garbage graphics that we get. This is like pretty close. They fumbled this one. Papa H cooking the Theory Waller angle for too long, and the result, yep. Sometimes you don't need to overcomplicate it, man. If it makes sense, just do it, pull the trigger, and build off of the decision as opposed to waiting to build until you make the decision. Not everything requires a year-long storyline, bro. Did people seriously think that WWE was going to give a TNA wrestler a WWE championship? Yeah, so we have JC Jane as the TNA Women's Champion, and then we also have Trick Williams still as the TNA Champion. Listen, I know this is a lot of people think that this is a bad look, but I think that they're building to something big. I think it's pretty neat that WWE in this storyline against TNA has kind of positioned themselves as the heel, right? They're the big bad company, and their two top heels have the other company's top belts. And now it's going to take all of the big baby faces of TNA to save TNA. And I think that that's going to lead to a pretty cool invasion angle with a big payoff, probably at TNA's version of WrestleMania Bound for Glory. I think I really think that the payoff is going to be worth it for TNA. Should have read the fine print. I mean, you should have, man. You should have. It's gonna be cockline rules. Listen, this whole segment with the contract and forcing John Cena to sign it is goofy in all of the best types of ways. There's no such thing as contract law in the WWE. Frankly, if this was real life, I'm pretty sure that Cody Rhodes would be going to jail for fraud, for forging signatures, for assault, for many reasons. Do you think Kevin Owens would be the best WWE men's wrestler of 2025 if he didn't get injured? Yes. Like, and I say that so emphatically and easily. This guy was already having the best feud of the year with Cody Rhodes, which culminated in one of the best matches of the year at the Royal Rumble. Then he goes on to have another wonderful feud with Sami Zayn, which culminated in one of the best matches of the year with Sami Zayn. This guy has 2 top 5 matches in the first 3 months of the year. That is insane. He was on an insanely good pace, and this injury derailed that. I think he was like set to be the superstar of the year in my eyes. Why does it feel like WWE doesn't know what to do with Penta at the moment? I would agree, but at the very least, they're trying to find reasons and excuses to use Penta, which at the very least makes me optimistic that they're very high on Penta and they want to use Penta. If you think about like the last handful of Monday Night Raw main events, a bunch of them have included Penta. Sure, he doesn't have like that long running story arc that could culminate in a big PLE match or anything, but they're using Penta, and at this point, like, I'm just happy that that's the case. Io and Rhea debut a new tag team finisher. Are we going Stinkface? I think this is a Rhea Ripley special in the house show circuit. Wait, does Io do it? Oh my God. Oh, I just know that some IWC people are just hating this. Whatever, man. It's a house show. It's fun. Bro acting like it's his briefcase. I mean, he better act like it's something, you know, show that he can contribute to the group, because right now, Bronson Reed is like the 5th wheel in that group, and there's only 4 people in that group. Somehow, they are making him into an irrelevant background character. He's the one there that's taking the L's. He never gets to talk. He clearly is second fiddle to Braun Breaker. We need something big for Bronson Reed. No pun intended soon. Bing Bong Wepa Riz. Yeah, I saw this floating around. I guess it's official. Damian Priest and Lola Vice. Good for you, man. Good for you. Bing Bong Wepa. I don't want to be mean, but I think he actually enjoys it. Look, if I have to explain this joke to you, I'm just not gonna. Which match was better? All right, Money in the Bank or Night of Champions? I love the Night of Champions match. Again, don't get me wrong. I love the Night of Champions match. This was so much better, so much more impactful as well. CM Punk running out of the WWE with the championship belt, with Vince with that dumb look on his face as his most prized possession left through the arena, was so good. Solo really asking Cody for help like he didn't do anything to him.
I'm free. Wait. Cody. Hey, help me out. Please. Help me out. I'm sorry. Wait. Hey. Let's go. Come on. What the hell? Come on. Cody. Yeah. I'm sorry. Make it off me, okay? Hey, relax. This is BS. Y'all got the wrong brother. Make it off me. Goddamn cop. Yo, I don't want to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get off me. Yo, I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, call my lawyer. Call my lawyer. Shit, man. What the hell? You have the right to attorney. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Man, Solo Sikoa is a national treasure that we need to protect at all costs. Welcome back, I guess. After over a year out of action, Kiana James returned to WWE main event in a loss to Michin. The former NXT star was then seen backstage on SmackDown speaking with U.S. champion Julia. Okay, I guess welcome back, Kiana. I don't think that they got plans for you if they're pairing you up with Julia, considering she's a champion and they don't even use her. Ah, God, this is why AI is going to be an invention that ruins humanity. What is this? The American Barkmare. Adrenaline in my bowl. Dog park icon Corgi Rhodes. I hate that I love this. Do you think that this is possible? Edge's AEW contract might end up in October. There's still hope for one last dance. Edge versus John Cena. I think the odds are damn near close to zero. First of all, he has been out a decent amount of time with injury, and AEW likes to add injury time towards the end of the initial agreed up contract. So if he was out for 5 months with injury, then he has to stay for 5 months extra. That's what they did with Rey Fenix, and the reason why it took so long for him to come to the WWE. Plus, they just had him return at All In. I don't think that they had him return to leave 2 months later. By God, it's Coldplay, dude. Guy just enjoying his affair. Oh man, dude, that guy ruined his life. For what? A Coldplay concert? Brother, you're never gonna live that down. Oh, good God, I hate this. I hate this trend that's happening. Why does this exist? Stephanie Vaquer commented on Santi's Instagram post. That's right, folks. I got a heart emoji and a blushing smiley face. We're basically best friends. Hey, if you guys need me to ask my best friend Stephanie Vaquer anything, leave the comments in the comment section of this video. I'll see if we can make time and ask her your questions. Absolutely what? This off. Mega shout out to Naomi for becoming our women's world champion. This was an absolutely glorious. I'm done with the video. All right, goodbye, everybody. Get out of here.